Ian and Nicole. So what I want to do with this concept here is I've moved the steps to the right hand side of the front deck. I've divided that pathway up so it becomes an entrance path into that property and another path that takes you down to a couple of different spaces. The first one being a seating area, like a secondary seating area with a fire pit in it. I've got a space for tables and chairs, some steps down into the garden, and then you can see the circular pool which has a spa in it and that little bridge that connects it to the house. I want you to ignore the plants that I've got on here. This little program doesn't have too many Australian natives. The steps in off the driveway there, so we've got an exposed aggregate driveway leading around the house. It'll go into a random stone piece of paving. Ignore the little step that's just there. And this will all just be finished out with planting. Now we can talk about plants and what it is that you like, but I'm just going to go, I think I'm leaning towards Australian natives, but if we want to change that, we can change that. So the entrance into the spaces from the front garden is a pathway with the grasses and various plants on either side of it. I want to make sure that we maintain less than 1 meter height from the deck to the ground level to the garden bed, because that way we can avoid having to put balustrading in. Further down near the pool, we are going to need to put balustrading in. And so the front garden becomes a series of connected spaces, and in actual fact they're a series of circles. They have a 4 meter diameter, and these first two spaces, the fire pit and the dining space, are connected, so their circles kind of overlap a little bit. And then we've got a 4 meter diameter swimming pool, and I've got the spa in there as an option. And it connects back to the house with the bridge. It's 1 meter wide at the moment. I might adjust that a little bit. I've got some wire, stainless steel wire balustrading on the deck, and then I've gone to glass as the walkway. And there's a gate. The pool gate is at the end, and then we step through the gate down onto a ledge, and then we're hopping straight into the pool. Where we're looking from now, we're in the easement. So the pool itself, what I've done, I've given you this bridge. It's obviously going to be more than 1 meter above ground level. So the pool itself is 1.2 meters minimum height out of the ground. So the bridge is going to be a little bit higher than that because it needs to connect with the house. I've given you a couple of poles to be able to get in and out of the pool and spa easily. I've done this one in a green tile. I just think it blends in nicely. So the spa is really, it's a single-sided bench, so we can get four to five adults quite comfortably on that. And the rest is a 1.8 meter plunge pool, and then steps and sort of a ledge to be able to sit in shallow water. And I've done the tiling around the top because I kind of like the idea that you can put your arms on a really comfortable surface. Now, in front of the guy standing on the rocks there, you'll just see a little quarter circle piece of glass. Now that just represents to me a 900mm non-climbable zone. So when we build the rest of the garden, we've got to be really conscious that we don't penetrate into that zone and make the pool height non-compliant. I've just finished it off with a charcoaled out render. We could do it in stone. There are lots of different finishes we can do on the outside surface, but I think the render is going to be probably the cheapest, and I think it's going to be an effective look. The inside of the pool obviously needs to be waterproof. So the first area is a gravelled area. I've got this random stone around the outside, and I've got big granite rocks for sitting on. I've also given you enough space to be able to drag some of the furniture across to be able to also sit around the fire. So there's a table here, you can see that's big enough for 6 people. It's on this 4 meter diameter circular area. And if you wanted to extend it, I've made sure that these two levels are at the same level so that you could actually, in fact, have a much bigger entertaining space. I want to give you some steps coming down the side of this thing, so it's actually going to be built up at this end, And those steps are just taking you into the garden. And if you do want to be able to get around to the side of the pool and up the side of the house via the garden, you can do that. At the moment, my steps on the side of the decking actually extend the entire way out to the boundary line over that easement. So pool equipment's got to go somewhere. The path around the back, I haven't changed any of this. This is a conversation I think we should have live, but parking for boat or caravan or whatever's going to go around there, I want to show you all of those different areas because they're quite big areas and they're going to come at different costs. So I've given you gravel. I've just drawn gravel in there so we can pull that apart as a separate item. There is a ramp up to that upper garden bed or upper lawn area, and then I've just demonstrated cars coming in and backing out. I want to do stone retaining wall, partial stone retaining wall along the boundary. I want to do a sleeper retaining wall along this little section here where it gets at the most narrowest point. There's your automatic gates. I do want to put this big screen in. Now that screen is integrated into the posts that support the retaining wall, and I really want to try and see what we can do to just block off the view of that house, just kind of looking straight down on top of you. So let me know what you think of this design with its circular areas, the fire pit and the dining and the swimming pool, and we'll take it from there.